Welcome. This presentation is an overview of an idea for establishing a black hole museum in Los Alamos. The idea is for a self-service walk-up museum. The idea is an initiative of Places and Spaces Los Alamos, an all-volunteer 501c3 organization with a mission to assist with the creation, improvement, and activation of places and spaces for community life in Los Alamos County. So why a black hole museum? The museum would preserve the legacy of a unique, controversial, and undeniably interesting part of our local lore and history, serving as a place of nostalgia for many. It would also demonstrate the Los Alamos community's ability to look in the mirror and be tolerant of criticism, especially concerning the National Laboratory. Additionally, it would offer educational opportunities for all ages, provide a distinct and engaging cultural attraction, and it would have the potential to draw visitors from around the world, boosting local tourism. So let's talk about the legendary Black Hole of Los Alamos. It was a unique store, an attraction in Los Alamos for many years. Even today, visitors still ask about it. The store has since closed and was demolished, and its founder, Ed Grothus, passed away years ago. The history of the black hole is closely entwined with that of its owner, Ed Grothus, a controversial figure with an indisputable legacy. A machinist at the Los Alamos National Laboratory starting in the late 1940s, over time, Ed eventually left the lab and became an outspoken anti nuclear weapon activist. He built the salvage business, which would become the famous black hole. He promoted peaceful reuse of all the items that found their home at the black hole. His diverse roles shaped his unique impact on Los Alamos. We envisioned the Black Hole Museum as a sealed, self-service walk-up museum modeled after the Prada store near Marfa, Texas. We envisioned visually engaging exhibits, including artifacts, photographs, and interactive displays. The iconic black hole sign could serve as a facade feature, creating a perfect selfie spot. The structure itself could be a surplus shipping container with sealed display windows. This would require minimal site work. We would also need to provide for shade when viewing the exhibits, have power and internet connectivity. We're exploring various location ideas focusing on underutilized properties that are easily accessible, have available parking, and can benefit from foot traffic. To visualize this, here are several examples of shipping containers modified for use as walk-up, unattended museums. These demonstrate how such a concept can be successfully implemented. There's also a couple mock-ups of what a black hole museum might look like. The idea for a self-service museum and visitor attraction is modeled after a unique art installation called the Prada Store near Marfa, Texas. The Marfa Prada is a sealed, self-service, and entirely unattended art installation. Despite its remote location, it's estimated that over 100,000 people visit the Prada store each year. It's also frequently featured in films, television shows, travel stories, and recognized as a roadside attraction, making it a highly popular subject for photographers and selfie grabbers. The vision is to capture and exhibit the spirit of the black hole, one of heritage and inquiry. The overall theme for the museum should be the history and celebration of a unique place, a distinctive business person, and an important activist within the Los Alamos heritage. The museum would provide a unique and engaging way to discover and learn about the black hole story. It would preserve and share the history of Ed Grothus and his work, discuss his dual role as a businessman and activist, and explain his peaceful reuse philosophy. It would also demonstrate that the Los Alamos community is no stranger to controversy and is tolerant of a broad spectrum of views. Ultimately, the museum would encourage visitors to ask questions and explore the stories for themselves, connecting them to the broader cultural and historical nature of Los Alamos and creating a new visitor and tourism attraction. We are incredibly fortunate that much of this story has been documented through Atomic Ed, a documented legacy. Yani Nahira, an accomplished documentary photographer and multimedia artist, began a project on Grothus in the black hole in 2012. Her work resulted in her book Atomic Ed, published in 2019, as well as in a short film and an exhibition that's been shown in Cardiff, Wales, and Logroño, Spain. Her exhibit features original photographs, letters, documents, and essays, and beautifully captures the strange and surreal atmosphere of the black hole. Significantly, Yanni has offered to donate the exhibit to the community, which presents a fantastic opportunity and serves as a powerful catalyst for our museum idea. It would be the founding collection of the museum. In addition to the Atomic Ed materials, we've consulted with and can also anticipate donations from the Grothus family, such as granite obelisks designed by Mr. Grothus as doomsday stones and the original black hole sign. In addition, Places and Spaces plans to launch a black hole oral history project to collect an archive of oral histories and will be soliciting other artifacts from the public as well. We expect development of engaging and interactive displays accessible using QR codes posted at the museum and smartphones. The reuse of the shipping containers and other materials for the museum itself will directly match the black hole's philosophy of peaceful reuse. So, how is Places and Spaces approaching making it happen? We've begun forming a volunteer working group to help guide the effort. Several things can be pursued in parallel. We've already started building a mailing list of interested people. The Oral History Collection Project not only documents personal histories, but also identifies supporters and those who offer support. We will continue to have an information table at relevant events to provide information and discuss the project. We will schedule a series of online meetings to present the idea to key potential supporters and the general public. Social media channels will be used for sharing information. The community event will be held on Thursday, September 18th at 6 p.m. at the Sala Event Center as part of Sala's Parallel Cinema Series. Places and Spaces will present a variation of this presentation, and 3 films about the black hole and Ed Grothus will be screened. We'll invite the film's producers to participate via Zoom, along with members of the Grothus family in person. They could form a panel for discussion and Q&A. The event will be streamed and recorded for later viewing. We'll need to obtain a commitment for curation and stewardship from a capable entity such as the Los Alamos Historical Society, the National Nuclear Science and History Museum, or another capable nonprofit organization to join the project. We welcome suggestions. Locations will also need to be looked into, and a viable location willing to join the project and host the museum will be crucial. We welcome suggestions for this as well. Once we've identified a curator organization and a location, we need to determine a budget that accounts for the related budgetary needs, startup costs, and promotion. Having a budget will enable Places and Spaces and its partners to pursue private donations, grants, and other potential funding sources. Finally, we will need to secure possession of the Atomic Ed collection and other artifacts. So now we turn to you. What are your thoughts about this idea? Do you want to stay informed? Do you want to be involved in shaping the idea? We'd love to hear from you. We welcome your input as we move forward. Thank you for your time and interest in the Black Hole Museum Initiative, and we look forward to discussion and hearing your thoughts.